Hello, everyone, and welcome to Entertainment and Star Wars. I'm your host, Rob. I'm here, you're there, and I am here in Orlando, Florida. That's right, live. I'm in my room here in Orlando, Florida, and I'm going to show you around the resort today. We're going to talk about the Mandalorian 5 and 6. So first of all, I want to say hi to Jedi Purge, hi to MMA King, hi to Simp Fishy. MMA King is like, let's go. Simp Fishy's like, yay. Hi, Rob. What's up? Hello, Jedi Purge. And hello, Simp Fishy. I don't know how many people are going to join me. I know like a Johnny Depp stream, I can get like 80, 90 people. Anyway, but I'm going to show you guys around, even if you're here for the Disney tour, or if you just, how come I'm in Florida? Because I'm here to see Galaxy's Edge tomorrow, which I'm hopefully going to be live from. I'll give you guys a live show from Galaxy's Edge. So I wanted to come. My wife is actually on a business trip. She's not here. She went to, where did she go? She went to Animal Kingdom. I'm supposed to meet up with her at 8 o'clock. It is now 12:07. So I'm going to stream some Star Wars. I'm going to stream some Johnny Depp. And I'm going to do it live to show everybody what it's like to be at a Disney resort. And we're going to talk about the Mandalorian. Florida is so good. Dave, I'm in California. Disneyland is so close. You should go. It's great if you can. I mean, it's pretty expensive. So I'm going to change the camera view and show you the room that I'm in. This is called, the resort is called Pop Century. It's on a Disney campus. And you could take buses to get to whatever park you want to here in Disney. No, it won't take you to Universal Studios, but it will take you to Epcot. It will take you to Magic Kingdom. It will take you to Galaxy's Edges at Hollywood Studios. So I'm going to show you what make sure you stay safe. Yeah, I'm being safe. I'm being safe. Look, I got my mask. We're going to walk around with my mask on. So if I sound weird, and people would probably be looking at me like, who the hell am I talking to? And Boba said, Boba looked fat. Is it just me? Well, he got older. Right, he got older. I mean, so let me try to change the camera so I can show you around, and we'll talk about the Mandalorian. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay. So here's the room. Okay, you come in. This is the door, right? So I would come in here, and here you got the those are drapes, a little table here. Okay, there's a chair here. This is where my laundry, my clothes are, my suitcase. So I'll close it. You can see my ugly pajamas. Here is a table. They give you so many pillows. Look at this. It's like the pillows are like ridiculous. Look at all these pillows they gave us. We had 8 pillows. There's only 2 people. This, by the way, is a queen size bed is in here. So if I pull this down, this will come down, right? And down will come another queen size bed. So you could have a queen size bed here, and you got the queen size bed here. And this is pop culture. So now I'm going to show you, I'm going to light up the place. You guys can see what it's like. Hold on. Light it up. So here you got Mickey Mouse. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, Sim Fishy. Hey, I'm King. Good to see you guys. Hope all is well. Hey, Morty T says hi. I'm finally on one of your streams. Hello, Morty T. This is the Star Wars stream, but I wanted to show you guys around Pop Century here in Florida. So this is the room, basically. So you got the door here. I'm going to back up this way. Here's the TV set. So if you're here in the bed, this is the view from the TV set here. I'm going to sit here. So here's the view. So there's my wife's luggage. There's the TV and the drawer. This is the room for the view. Okay, I'm going to show from the bathroom so you guys can get an idea of what it's like if you wanted to stay here. So you got 2 queen bedrooms here and here, and this is one bedroom. Beds. So one bed is here, one bed is here. This falls out. This is the room. I'll show you the bathroom. Nothing exciting, but I'll show it to you anyway. Now the bathroom isn't big, but there's a light. Here's a light. Here's the bathroom. You basically got a shower, the L toilet. This is my throne. For all those you wondering what my throne really is, here is my throne. This is my throne. This is what I'm king of. I'm king of this. Here we go. There's a shower. some towels, and here, hey, it's me. There I am. So this is where we put our jackets because it was like 40 degrees where we came from. So this is what the room looks like. Laughing my ass off says, "Oh, the Night of the Mandalorian says, hey Rob, new subscriber. Hey, how are you, Night of the Mandalorian? Thank you for subscribing. Peanut Gallery, what's up? I see you a lot on Twitter. Something happened with you, Peanut Gallery. Something big happened. I think you got if you're the same person, there was a Peanut Gallery who had 2,000 subscribers named on Twitter. They might just have the same name. I don't know if you're the same person. Hey, John Matrix says, love the new episode, but I had a big problem with them making Django the Foundling. Lucas said that the Fets aren't Mandalorian. Yeah, and I was going to question that, and that's the first thing I guess I'll bring up since somebody is bringing up something on the Mandalorian. As far as I knew, they were not Mandalorian. But, again, I guess they're changing the script because I think he said he fought in the Mandalorian War. I was like, but he's not a Mandalorian, he's a bounty hunter. So I was a little perplexed by that. And I kind of almost forgot that you brought it up, John. And thanks for the super chat, by the way. I really, really appreciate it as always. I was confused with that myself. I was like, really? So I'm going to have to watch that episode again. I mean, I'm on vacation right now. So I'm going to watch it on my way home if I can on the plane. Because I'm only staying till Sunday after Galaxy's Edge. So, that's really it. Jennifer says, John, I totally agree. That did make me angry. Yeah, it does. So Fishy says, my brother went to Disney World last year. It's really cool. Nina Mandalorian says the Fets are not Mandalorian. They're not Mandalorian, and I don't understand. Now, did they make them Mandalorian? I'm gonna have to watch that episode again because that really puzzled me. And I watched it at 3 a.m. So, I thought it was an awesome episode. Judith says, hey, Rob, I made it to the live stream. Judith is also a Johnny Depp fan. She's one of my supporters from the Johnny Depp stream. Thank you for coming, Judith. And it's great to see you here. And Nina Mandela says, Mango was recruited. Mango. Mango. My stomach is thinking. I don't even like mangoes. Why did I say mango? Django was recruited by Tyrannus. Yeah, my favorite character of all, Darth Tyrannus. So this is the inside of pop culture. We are going to go outside, and we're going to talk about episode 5 and 6, and I'm going to show you around. Let me fight for Mickey. Actually, I'm just going to get my wallet. So this is my wallet. Let me grab my wallet. I don't have my car keys here, but I do. But I don't need them right now. It's part of a candy cane. I'm going to grab my man. Oh, and this is cool. I'm going to show you guys this, too, while I'm giving you the tour. This is cool. This is a Disney band. This opens your door. This pays for things. All you do is do this. And it pays for things. So you can see here, I have, of course, because I'm a Star Wars fan, this is Darth Vader. And on the side of it, you'll see Darth Vader here. So this is the Magic Band. This is what it's called. This does a lot of things for you. So I'm going to just put this on, so give me 1 second. Where we go? We're going to go around pop culture. We're going to go around here. Around here. We're going to go, and I'm going to do this with the Johnny Depp crew. Going to take you around pop culture in a second, and we're just going to talk about The Mandalorian. If episode 5, episode 6, anything you guys want to talk about, anything you guys want to say. I personally thought that both episodes were absolutely, yeah, man, don't forget his jetpack. He put his jetpack down. I was like, wait a second. I mean, I guess we assume that he picks it back up, right? We assume it. So anyway, here it is on my little wrist. Here's the, so this will open. So you see, this will open the door to this room here that I'm staying in. And just like I said, I'm going to give you a tour, and I want to talk about the Mando. And I'm going to shut the light here. No need to keep it on. And I guess I'll keep the light on here. Let me conserve energy. One light is good. I don't really need anything else. So yeah. Oh, and just to let you show you this. So we're going to go outside. We're going to take a walk. Wow, it looks fun. It's really nice. This is just. Hey, Janet Smith, how are you? Says hi, Rob. Hope you have fun. I am. So this is my room, and this is Pop Century. And we're gonna take a tour, and we're gonna talk to Mando if you guys want. I got my room occupied sign on. Good. Okay. There we go. So So here it is. We're going to take a nice little tour. This is called Pop Century. I'll go around slow so you can check it out. And we'll take a walk. So first of all, we got episode 5. We'll talk about that. So what's up, Mike? I saw the episode. Hey, what's up, Chopper Mike? How are you? What's up, Janet Smith, Judas Hodge, MMA King? Welcome all. So this is just some things that they have here. Okay, this is like a big foosball thing. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly. So here's Mickey. I'll walk closer. First of all, this is a big Hot Wheel. Something I had as a kid. No, I didn't actually have something gigantic, but I used to have this as a kid. This is a big Hot Wheel. Let me back up. No one's here. Most of the people are in the parks today, so I got this whole resort to myself. So you can see the big Hot Wheel. There's a big foosball thing. See, here's the foosball guy. I'll show you around. I'm actually going to sit here. So there's a foosball guy. And here's others. So I'm like in the goal right now. I'll show you. I'm going to switch the camera angle so you can see. This is going to be funny. We switch the camera angle around. But here I am. See, big foosball guy behind me. And behind me, there's a whole. It's like a whole foosball game. You go through this. What did he say? It's exciting to see things go nuts this season. I agree. I think this season has been really good. Let me switch the camera angle again, just to give you guys, like I said, I want to give you guys a tour while I'm here. Because, I'm not going to have this opportunity when I'm home. I mean, this is the only day I'm going to have to do this. Now, and here's the foosball. Just to show you guys. The foosball's here. Volcano Bay is good. It's one of the only part. Yeah, Volcano Bay is excellent, by the way. I've been there short. I was only there a couple hours. I wasn't through with the food though. Which way should I go? I'll go this way. I'll take you. So let's talk about the Mandalorian. Oh, and here's where I'm staying. This is a big wheel. So it gives you like an oldie kind of feeling, a 50s, 60s. This is the 70s. This is where I was born, actually. I was actually born in 1972. Star Wars came out in 1977, and I saw it in the movie theater, which I was a part of. They got those shoes. I didn't wear those little platforms and going to clubs and stuff like that. I was a kid. So, yeah, so this is pretty cool. Just want to show you guys around. Mike's got to go. Let me know if you have a problem, because I'm outside. I'm not in. If it's a problem, I will go back inside and we'll talk. So just let me know if there's any issues, if you can't hear me. But it seems to be fine on my end. So I'm just taking a walk through pop culture so you guys can get a feel of what it is. See, when I leave this area, it's going to buffer. Yes, some McDonald's Wi-Fi. All right, let me go back in. I just wanted to give you a quick view. Obviously, if I go around, you guys are not going to be able to see me. So I'll go back in so the Wi-Fi is okay. It's sticking my end, but I am from the UK. Yeah, but do you have 4G? I have 5G, actually. But I'll go back in just to show you what it was like. But here. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. And I'm back in the room. How's that? Is that better? Oh, that's better. Is baby having fun with grandma and grandpa? Yeah, yeah. Jane Smith says now I'm having problems with my Wi-Fi. Hold on, I'm gonna try my Wi-Fi for a minute. It seems to be there's a problem with my Wi-Fi. So hold on, let me make sure the Wi-Fi is connected. I'm back in the room. Yeah, it's connected. I just want to make sure I'm okay. Give me a second. because the Wi-Fi in here is fine. I'll just have to stay in here. Okay, so we're back. For some reason it won't let me put your comments up on the screen, so I hope we can see it. Anyway, that's quick little view. Okay. Oh, there you go. There it goes. It looks lovely there. Yeah, I can't go too far. I just wanted to give you a quick view. Yeah, it's good. Okay. It's good. Okay, there you go. I was at Disney Orlando for my 21st birthday, birthday present for my parents. I lived in Switzerland at the time, so it's a big trip. I had a lovely day, even though it burnt shit in my head. Oh my God, it burnt shit in your head. Oh, that's horrible. Oh my God, that's horrible, morning tea. Oh my God. Janet Smith says, Maya, yes, she's having fun and she's much better. I'm just going to do a video on Maya because people keep asking me, even though I did a live stream, they must have not saw the live stream or saw the replay. So I'll do a video just about Maya, just to give everybody an idea. So those who don't follow me or watch me will will understand. So anyway, I was hoping to go all around campus, but it appears that the internet really sucks if I go any further. So if you want me to stay outside, I will. Otherwise, I'll just have put Mickey in the background because I think that's the best thing to do. So for those of you who came, I just gave you a quick review. It's basically that's what it's like outside. They have Goofy. They have a car. I took some pictures on Twitter. If you missed them, I am taking pictures and I'm posting them on Twitter so you can get a view. I'm hoping I can go live from Galaxy's Edge tomorrow. If the Wi-Fi is good there, God knows, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, I'm back. Even if I stop the stream, I'd start it again. That's it. Fishy says nothing bad happened to me in Disneyland. I went to Disneyland a lot of times. Yeah, it's really cool. I haven't been to one in California, but what I would like to do in 2022 is they're going to have Star Wars Celebration. So I want to go to California, and in 2021, it's not a really vacation, but I want to go to Virginia because Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are going to be there. So I want to go to the court. I'm going to take a couple days, see if maybe I can get an autograph from Johnny, or if I can get a word in with him or something. It would be awesome. Just to be there would be really cool. So it's nothing major, but I want to go there for a couple days. Judith says I was planning to go to Disney this year, but yeah, I understand that. MMA Kings of Rump was your favorite episode. Now, if you mean season 1 or season 2, season 1 I would have to be. It was episode 4 with the Mandalorians when the Mandalorians came in to help him when all looked bleak when he had the child. And Grief Karga was trying to get the child, and all the Mandos came flying down to protect him. I think that was the best episode for me, MMA King. I love that episode. And you don't have to be a Star Wars fan to watch The Mandalorian. If you just watch it, if you put on Disney Plus and you just watch The Mandalorian, there is some nostalgia in it. You won't understand some things, but you don't really need to watch any of the movies to watch this show. I mean, seriously, the people who watch it get more of an understanding, get more of answers for certain things. And some things they seem to make their own lore. They seem to change the lore about certain things. But, they own it. They have the power to try and change the lore to make sense for what they want to do. And if that's what they want to do, who's to stop? We could be upset about it, sure, but that's really up to us if we accept it or not. So let's talk about episode 5 and 6. I haven't started. Been here almost 20 minutes. Oh, I got another question. Jennifer says, "What Jedi do you think will collect Grogu?" Well, let's say Grogu. For those of you who don't know, it's not Baby Yoda, it's Grogu. If you don't know it by now, and that was introduced in episode 5. We found that out through Ahsoka Tano, who they meet. That was in episode 5. What do you think? Well, there's been rumors it was Luke. There was rumors it's Mace Windu's still alive and he's training other Jedi. There's rumors it's Mace Windu. So, I mean, unless they pull someone out of the hat that we don't know about, someone who they want to make who survived Order 66 that we don't know about, or some new Jedi. Could it be Cal from the video game? Cal Custis, I think is his name. I can't say his name correctly. I always butcher Star Wars names because they're not easily pronounced. Hell, I butcher anybody's names that's not easily pronounced. So it could be Cal, it could be Mace, it could be Luke. Those were the rumors. I don't know. Jennifer says, I hope it's Mace. Could be. Now, what's interesting here is that you guys don't know about it, that Star Wars Theory, who couldn't do it this year, is going to film his episode 2, Shards of the Past, which will be about Mace Windu. All right, we saw the purple lightsaber. We saw Anakin going down to take care of. Mace Windu survived Order 66. And he's training a bunch of Jedi. So it should be, he said the thing costs $250,000 to make, which is ridiculous. But he does it 2 million people, so I'm sure he makes a good amount of money every month from doing this full time. Judith said she hopes it's Luke too. It could be Luke. It could be Mace. It could be Cal from the video game. Remember, this Mandalorian series takes place 5 years after the destruction of I can't get the camera right. 5 years after the destruction of the second Death Star. So the question, who was alive? And Luke, we know Luke was alive because he played Battlefront 2. Obviously, he's alive because he dies in The Last Jedi. The question here for me is Luke's, at that time, a Jedi Master. He's starting his Jedi Order. He's going around searching for artifacts. And if you play Battlefront 2, the single-player mode, you know that Luke was doing that. He was trying to find artifacts, books, the Jedi books. He's trying to find whatever he can to study the Sith and to study the Jedi, trying to understand the whole thing, how the Force works. He's trying to understand everything, get as much knowledge as he can. I don't know why they didn't have Force Ghosts in the movie to represent and teach him. I don't know why he didn't sit in that little area, meditate, just close his eyes and have the Force Ghosts surround him like they could have had Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan, Yoda, Anakin, and teach him the ways of the Force. Teach him all about it. Teach him what they knew. Pass their knowledge as a Force Ghost to him. I don't know why they didn't show a scene like that. I think that would have been fantastic. We could have seen Mace. We could have seen Ahsoka Tano. I mean, I don't know why they didn't go that route. Jennifer says, if it's Luke, sorry, I lose my voice. If it's Luke, people are saying they will get the actor who plays the Winter Soldier. Yeah, I heard that. In Avengers to play him. They look very similar. I've been hearing this. MMA King says, Logan's one of my favorite restaurants in Florida. But I haven't been there, MMA King. Actually, I haven't been there. I haven't been to Logan's. I'm not going to be there this trip because I don't have a car. Basically, we're going to get around by bus. So there was no point. I'm not staying along. Judith says, so Luke could come back. Well, Luke's not dead at this point in The Mandalorian. He's not dead. This is the time when Luke, he blew up, they blew up the second Death Star. It wasn't him who blew it up. Han shut off the shield. Lando and the crew went in and blew up this Death Star. And he fought with his father, and unfortunately his father died saving him, but his father turned to the light in doing so. And then we don't know what happens between that episode and when we see him in Arc 2. So he's still alive at this point. Leia's alive, he's alive, Han's alive. All those characters are alive at this point. So we don't really know what's going on. Jan Smith says, sorry, this is all foreign to me. I don't watch Star Wars, but I love your channel. Well, thank you. Listen, you just came by, and thanks for coming by, and thanks for showing love. But I will be doing a Johnny Depp stream at 2. It is 12:30, so I will be doing Johnny Depp. I'm going to show everybody outside real quick, and then I'll come back in because I don't want to lose people. The Wi-Fi in here is fine. It's when I go outside, the Wi-Fi kind of stinks. I wish they would put up some kind of cell towers throughout so I can give you guys a grand tour of this place, but I don't want to lose you guys. Listen, I'm just glad you came, Janet. And I didn't know Judith was a Star Wars fan, which is awesome. And Judith, thanks for everything you do because you work very hard. Judith is an essential worker. I'm not going to say what she does because, that's her business. But she's an essential worker. She works very hard, and I appreciate what you do, and I hope you stay safe, Judith. Please be well, be safe out there. It's not exactly getting better as of right now. So Fishy says tacos. I need tacos. Jenna Purchase Samuel L. Jackson has always said, I think he said meant said. He said sad, but I think he meant said. So he's always said he wants to come back as Mace, and we'll be the same age. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense if it's Mace. That's totally correct. If it's Luke, they will either have to DH him. If it's Mark Hamill, by the way, I have you're welcome, Jude. She says thank you. Hey, what's up, Jackpack 556? How are you? Welcome to the stream. So if it's Luke, they will have to DH Mark Hamill. Now, I went on Twitter and I knew he wasn't going to answer. And I asked him, I said, so Mark Hamill, spill the beans. Are you in the Mando? But he never responded. He never responded. I knew he wouldn't. What's up, Real Review? How are you, man? This morning? I mean, for me, it's this afternoon. It's 12:30. But if it's morning where you are, then good morning to you, man. And all's well. I'm here in Disney. I'm in Orlando. As you can see, this is not my bedroom. I don't have Mickey Mouse behind my bed. I am sitting here in Orlando Studios, Florida. I am going to go to Galaxy's Edge tomorrow. Hopefully I could film that. And so far, good. The Mandalorian was excellent. I love the last 2 episodes. Judah says, MMA King, that would be good if that happens. Yeah. So we have episode 5. He finds the Jedi. He goes to find Ahsoka Tano. She's on this planet. I forget the name of the planet. It's all gassy, very foggy. The scene starts open. You see blaster fire. They're out in the woods. These guys, these cool looking. So I don't know. They look like sand people. I don't know what they are. I don't remember what they are. But they're looking for Tano. Obviously, they're shooting. She's going tree to tree using her force speed, and she's taking one out at a time. So this woman who's called the magistrate. She's like a fort. She's at a fort, and she's like, "Show yourself. Show your face." So Tano comes out, real cool. Rosario Dawson. The rumors were true. Rosario's in this. All the rumors are true. That by the way, those videos I did were true. Bo-Katan. The whole thing was all true. Same thing with the Rise of Skywalker. I was correct on most of it. When they changed directors and changed the story, from Colin Trevorrow to J.J. Abrams, I was correct about Colin Trevorrow stuff, but then they changed it. They flipped the script to J.J. and they changed what was coming out. So all that stuff was true. All of it from all around the place was all true. So stopping by to show my support and about to watch the Mando. Oh, you're going to watch the Mando right now, so get out of here because I don't want to spoil it. I'm talking about episode 5, so you're still okay. When I get into 6, I don't want to spoil it for you. But if you want to hear 5, because I didn't review it, I did a video, but I'm going to have to delete it because I figured I want to talk about today. So Judah says, Rob, I love Star Wars. I got all of them. Oh, that's awesome. Jennifer says, I think the Mandalorian will die saving Grogu. I don't think so. I'll tell you why. Because they're going to have a season 3 and 4. So if they have seasons 3, 4, unless it's Boba Fett, I mean, would Boba Fett take over? I'm afraid that Boba Fett might die. I think we might see the end of Boba Fett, even though they still haven't explained how he got out of the Sarlacc pit, but the Mando wouldn't know nothing about that, so he wouldn't question him about it. But it would have been great to see. It would have been great to see if the Mando, if he explained the Mandalorian how he got out of the pit. That would have been great. Like, why was your armor off? Why didn't you have your armor? Like, I would have questioned that. Like, that was my armor. So yeah, but how did your armor get there? I don't understand. Did they steal it from you? I'm surprised he didn't question what happened to your armor, Boba. And I was surprised about that. What did I miss? Oh, MMA King says, I hope we see Baby Yoda, who's Grogu. That's when they say Grogu. That's what they're talking about. Grow into a Grandmaster in the future. But I don't know, because, listen, he's 50 years old right now. And, what's this season? Like a year? Is it a couple months? Is this all happen in 2 years? So if he's that tall in 50, how tall is he going to be in 100? I don't know. Like 100, what is he, a teenager? And another 50 or 150, now he's a full-grown adult. He's in his 20s maybe. I don't know the age because obviously it's very slow, compared to us. It's very slow. Remember, they live what, 800-900 years, these kind of species. Morning She says, I know, let me read this. I don't have my glasses on. I practically know nothing about Star Wars. I take this as an education for my next conversation with a Star Wars fan, so I'll seem like I know what I'm talking about. Well, if you have Disney Plus, and I know 73 million people have subscribed, so they're doing pretty good every month that they're getting a nice chunk of change. I would say check it out. I loved it. If you love Disney movies, if you love the Marvel, if you into, they have a great, great bunch of stuff. I think it's worth it, even if you get it for a month. Just check it out. You don't need to know Star Wars, even though they have all the Star Wars episodes. They have all the cartoons. They have The Mandalorian, which is a fantastic season. And The Mandalorian is like a TV show. It only lasts 30 to 40 minutes per episode. Only the first episode and the last episode are closer to an hour. But everything else is usually 30 to 40. So you don't need to really know Star Wars, even though you might question who's this character I don't know nothing about. You can learn it if you dive into it like I do with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And I don't even know anything about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, and there's so much more that people know about like you do that I do not. And I learned from you guys. So it's how you learn. You just keep diving into that internet and keep trying to learn. And, it's fun. It's fun. Jackson says, me too. But bless you, says, it's good to see some of the Johnny Depp fans here. I didn't expect any Johnny Depp fans here, but I'm glad you guys are here. And I'm glad Judas is a Star Wars fan. That's awesome. Jeff Purse says, I don't get why Boba Fett didn't just take his armor back from Cobb Vanth. Well, I don't know either, but I think maybe Boba was watching, because it seems to be that he was like watching over. But I think when he saw Cobb Vanth using his armor to protect and not using his armor to kill, I think he figured, you know what? This guy's doing good. He's protecting a town. He's saving people. I don't really need my armor right now. He's got it. I can get it any time. I think that's how he felt. As long as he had it, he wasn't like, okay, I got to go after this guy. He's actually using it for the good. And maybe Bubba's like, I could live in this town. I could live peacefully. Let this guy do the work. I'll just, be a hunter and get my food. Maybe he didn't feel like he wanted to do his old life. But then when he saw the Mandalorian come in and take his armor, he's like, now that doesn't sit well with me, man. You're going to take my armor? I allowed this guy to have it, but I didn't expect you to come in and take it from me. And when he took it from him, I think that's why Boba went after him. I think that's the reason that Boba followed him, and it was fantastic to see Slave One. So yeah, there are questions, there are openings there, like why would he allow Cobb Vanth to have his armor? Why didn't he just go back and retrieve it himself? Why is he now a Mandalorian when he wasn't a Mandalorian towards by George Lucas? They changed the lore a little bit here and a little bit here, but they changed it to make it fit their scenario. Now, I mean, I could be mad about it and I could be upset about it, but I love The Mandalorian. I love Solo. I love Rogue One. I love Rebels. These are things I don't have problems with. These are things I wouldn't have gotten because George was done. I just did a video. George says, yeah, I was done with it all. You would have got no more. There would have been nothing more Star Wars. So I wanted to pass it on because I was watching with my daughter. I want the fans to have something. I should have put that in the video. He also wanted the fans to have something, but I'll put that in the next video. And that was important to him. This is how unselfish he was. George Lucas was so unselfish that when he saw his puppy grow and grow and grow, he just had a point that he was happy in life. It's like, listen, I've made my money. Money is not valuable. I've made $4 billion with Star Wars. And not only did he make $4 billion with Star Wars, okay, he made like billions from the merchandise. So this guy was well-to-do. He was like, well, how much money does one person need? I'm not a greedy corporation. I don't need billions. I have everything I need. I have things set for lifetimes. And then when he sold it for another $4 billion, well, he's got $4 billion from Disney. He got $4 billion from the Star Wars movies, and he got about 9, 10 billion, 30 billion, 30 billion, I think it was. The guy is made of money. And he's 69, 70 years old. So he's like, I can't go through the headache and the stress that someone doesn't like my movie. I don't want to put a movie out there that people dislike. So I want to put a movie out there that people love. That's what I want to do. And if I can't do that, then what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? So that's why George wanted to give it to somebody who's family oriented, who would continue his legacy. The only thing he didn't bank on was Kathleen Kennedy. What he didn't bank on was the fact that Kathleen Kennedy, who clearly states that your characters are important and we're going to treat them like you did. And he said, I have the stories for 7, 8, 9. I have stories for other movies, which no one talks about. He clearly states I had it for other movies. They have a treasure trove of stuff. They have comics. They have books. They can go into the EU. He was trying to hint. Go into that world. Get those writers. Go into the EU world. Show it. You guys got the money. You got the money. You got the parks. You got it all. And they didn't do it. And that was the most upsetting to a lot of the fans. And I thought maybe, yeah, why are they going streaming? Because they were scared when Solo tanked. When Solo didn't make money, it tanked. And it's upset them. So they decided to play it safe. Let's put something on TV. Let's do a Disney streaming. And then we'll put some Marvel shows and we'll put some Star Wars. And they hit a jackpot. Boom, The Mandalorian. Now, people want to nitpick. People want to go on Twitter and talk about Boo Bomber. People want to nitpick about things here and things there. Yeah, you can nitpick. We could say, like, why didn't Boba, exactly what you said, why didn't Boba just get his armor back? Why didn't Boba talk about how he survived the Sarlacc pit? Why is he now a Mandalorian? Yes, these are things we can talk about. But we could also talk about something good, like you see another side of the Sand People you've never seen before. You actually, like the clones. When we got into the Clone Wars, we saw how the clones actually had something. They weren't just, okay, fight, okay, kill, okay. They weren't like robotic. They actually had some persona. And we got to see it with the Sand People, and I thought that was fantastic to see another side, because it's always, as a person, you always make choices. But no one ever questions, why did you make these choices? Why did you become who you became? There's reasons you become that. And I thought, so that's the whole thing. So why didn't Boba just get his armor back? I believe my theory is because he didn't have to. The guy was protecting the town. Boba didn't need to put his life on the line. Boba was fine where he was. He made his own life for himself. He could have been living in the town for all we know. We don't know where he was living. Remember that. Where was Boba living at this time? Was he at one of the town folk? Could have been. Could have been like, hey, this guy's doing a smack dab job. I know he's got my armor. I can take it from any time I choose. Let him do the dirty work. He wants to be the marshal? Go right ahead, buddy. But when he saw the Mando take his armor, no, man, that's mine. He probably allowed Cobb Vance to have it, but and as long as he knew he had it, he didn't have a problem with it. But I think once the Mando had it, he was like, no, you're not going to take it and bring it back to your people because that's mine. So he probably followed him. That's what I think. That's my theory on the whole thing. Don't know if that's correct. That's my guess. Jeff Person says, well, guys, when he's 50, that equals 5. Yeah, says, I think when he's, well, no, he's not 5 because remember, he was around, well, he might be 5. He could be some like my daughter's age, I guess. MMA King says, Rob, is Beskar the new metal in Star Wars universe, or has it been around since Legends? I don't know about Legends. I can't get into that. I don't know about the EU. But here's one we'll find funny about the show, right? The Stormtroopers can't hit a person, but they hit the Mando 10 million times. Like when the Mando's there, they just blast him and hit him over and over and over again, right? The Mando gets shot like 50 million times, right? Because he's got the armor that the blasters can't hit. But when it's a person, they're all ducking behind rocks and things, and they can't. These guys can't hit him. This is pretty funny. So I find that funny about the show. But what and maybe it's just me. Maybe because the man doesn't care if he's out in the open. But for those who say that stormtroopers can't aim, they hit the Mando quite often, don't they? I mean, boom, 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 they keep hitting his Mando. They did it in the episode with Bo-Katan, and they did it here in this episode. They've done it numerous times. They hit the Mandalorian, and I don't know why others besides the Mandalorians didn't wear this. The Mandalorians were smart. I would have learned from the Mandalorians, but the armor is probably very expensive, and Beskar is probably a rare commodity. So you can't make all your troopers have Beskar armor, right? Because it's a rare commodity. But if the Empire had it, it would question me why they didn't do what the Mandalorians were doing, and why not give this armor to your best? So it would have been tough to kill him. That's what I would have done. Like they did with Captain Phasma. Why not replicate her armor and give it to your top, to your elite? I don't know. Judith says, MMA King, I was thinking that too. Janet Perch says, at least Boba didn't try to kill Grogu. Yeah, he didn't, thank God. He just wanted his armor back. Man, hey, Man Monaghan says, hey, man, just dropping by to say hi and ask who the hell let Robert Rodriguez in the Star Wars universe and why didn't it happen sooner? I don't know. But I have to say this was an excellent episode, even though there are question marks about certain things that we're going over today. But it was an excellent episode. It was fun. This season, just for me, keeps getting better and better and better. And I was on Echo Base Network last week. I made a surprise visit. He let me in. I stopped by his stream, and he asked me, do I think Star Wars is back? They feel Star Wars is back. I don't. And I said, no, it isn't. I said, I'll tell you why. Because some things about this, they changed the lore, but that's not really the main thing. For me today, that's the main thing. They changed the lore a little bit, which gets me. But that's not the main thing. To me, the main thing about this is Star Wars back would be, what about all your other TV shows? What about Obi-Wan, Cassian Andor, and the rumors of other TV shows coming out, and the movies? If they hit it with the movies like they're doing now with The Mandalorian, Star Wars has a chance to have the hype back. Star Wars has a chance to breathe life again. Right now, it's like they're creating Frankenstein. Star Wars is there. It's laying there. It's got a pulse. It's got a beat again, thanks to Jon Favreau and thanks to Dave Filoni. It's got a beat again. It could come alive. Now, some people, no matter what you do in this fandom, will never be happy. They're going to rag on it, that gets them views, that gets them clicks. They're going to stick with that because that's their narrative on YouTube. That's what draws in all these people. They want to bitch and complain. That's them, man. I'm going to be real. Okay, I am who I am. I did not like the sequel trilogy. Sorry if you want to go because you don't like that. That's fine, but that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it, and so are you. If you liked it, that's wonderful. I have a guy on YouTube who does like it. He actually gave me a reason. So what makes you like the sequel trilogy? His reason? Because it tells you that you could fail in this lifetime, and it's okay. It's okay to make failure, because you could rise up from failure, learn from it, and be successful. And he is. And he was a failure. He felt he was a failure. He wasn't doing well in life. He saw The Last Jedi, and it changed him. Changed who he was as a person. And now he's married, and he's a kid on the way. And I'm very happy for him. He doesn't like some of the things I talk about because I'm not a sequel trilogy fan. That's him. I like the guy. I don't think he's a bad person. I just don't like the movie. That's it. I didn't like The Last Jedi. Sorry. That's me. Morning T says, Judith, I'm probably selling myself a bit short. I haven't seen all the last 3 films. Watched the cartoon series a few times. Even at a Star Wars marathon at the cinema, I was watching. So it sounds like you've watched Star Wars there. You've seen the last 3 films. You've watched the cartoon series a few times, and even had a Star Wars marathon at the cinema watching 6 films. That sounds like you have some bit of Star Wars knowledge. Judah says, that's okay, hon. When you get the time. Oh, I got some more comments. Wow, skipped. Try to watch. Oh, they're all fantastic. They are. I think they're great. Morning T says, but that was a long time ago. Since I've separated and divorced, I've been allowed to like the things I like, so I've moved away from that kind of thing, probably as a reaction. Well, is a fantastic, as you could see, Judith, Morning T, it is a fantastic franchise. It's like a Harry Potter kind of thing. To some people, this is a religion. To some people, I don't know, you want to call, I don't think it's a cult, but I think it's a religion. I think it's like, it's just something that takes you away from life. And this gets me away from all the bull, all the crap, all the stress I go through. This is why I play a video game. This is why I do YouTube. I get to socialize with great people like all of you and people who I'm going to talk to later in the Johnny Depp case in about an hour from now. This gives me a out. It gives me a way to love something that's not so serious. There's no bills and stresses, and yeah, I love it. I fell in love with it when I was a kid. I loved it now as an adult. It makes me feel like a kid again. I watch it and it's exciting. I think they tell a great story. It's a different world. What happens if I lived in that world? Imagination goes crazy, and it's the one thing that keeps my imagination, keeps this going like a kid again. And it's good to feel young because I'm getting older, and things happen when you get older. Unfortunately, your eyes go, your hair goes, your body's not the same anymore, from not treating it the way you should. Things happen. So it's a way for me sometimes to forget about the pain and bad things I've been through, and it gets me away from that. And that's why one of the reasons I loved it, and I always will love it, no matter what happens in my life. It's always going to be a part of who I am. It's just who I am. Judah says, just think if Baby Yoda did grow up to be the Grand Master, the films could carry on. Yeah, listen, maybe they're going to go that route. Maybe this character will be a future character in the trilogy we're going to have. We're going to have a trilogy in 2023, December of 2025, and 2027. And it is possible that this character becomes part of that. It's possible. We'll see. Jenna Perk says, as much as I love George Lucas, what he did to Jake Lloyd was disgusting. 60 interviews a day is not right for a 10-year-old. Not even an adult could handle 60 interviews. That's a lot. I didn't know about that, to be honest with you. I felt what the fans did to Jake Lloyd, who, if you don't know who Jake Lloyd is, he played young Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace, which is the first Star Wars movie, technically. It's not the first one we saw in the theaters, but according to George's script, his story, this was the first movie. It wasn't the greatest movie. It was okay. I think he just put too much comedy into it, which is the problem. One of the problems with The Last Jedi. It was cool to see Darth Maul. The ending was great. The pod racing scene was cool. There's a couple of things about the pod racing scene I would have done without. Could have been a little bit more serious, but it was geared more towards the children, which he always says Star Wars was. So whatever. But you want to blame George for that? That's okay. I agree. I think that's too much on a kid, even an adult. You're right. But I also think that the way the fans treated him, led him to almost suicide, was wrong. And I never did. So I'm not one of those people. I never traded on my best like that either, or any other characters. Not even Kelly Marie Tran have I attacked. But other fans have done that. And I think that's totally wrong for what the fans did, more so than anybody else. If George did that, yeah, it's a little too much. He should have thought about that. Would you put your own kid through that? Yeah. I didn't know that. So that's something I just learned from you. Interesting. Judith says, Money T, sorry for that, but no, you can become a Star Wars fan. Of course you can. Hey, Cherry. Cherry, I just want to say you have been, and Judith says, hi to Cherry. What did I miss? Well, we're not Johnny Depp stuff. We're just doing Star Wars stuff. I haven't even talked about all the episodes yet. I don't know if I'm going to get to. But Cherry, you've been a great supporter since I joined the Depp community. And I just want to thank you and Judith and Morning Tea and others who've come. Even today, Janet Smith came just to say hi. It makes me feel good. I hope you come a little bit later if you're able to join. And thank you for shouting me out on other streams. And you post my channel. And I really appreciate your support. You're one of the big supporters of Johnny Depp's crew. community that, and I really appreciate that very much. You're just fantastic. So, Judith, hey, sweetie, how you doing? Talking about Star Wars, son. Jedi Perch says, and that's between Judith and Cherry, and Jedi says, I wonder how many shots his armor can take. A lot, apparently. Apparently, this armor can take a lot, because the first time we saw the Mando, if you remember, he was doing exactly what other people were doing, hiding behind rocks. When he was IG-88, he's doing his, hiding behind things. He wasn't out as the open as he is now. So it makes me question, well, if he can get shot now with the Beskar armor, why couldn't he get shot then? Why couldn't he have taken some shots and been okay? He had Beskar armor, right? Maybe they forged it more. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what the difference is now. Maybe because he got Yoda and the armor did what she did something to it. I don't know. But I just questioned, why can he take so many shots now when he couldn't take as many shots in the first season? I don't know. Judith says, Cherry, I'm doing fine, hon. How you doing? Cherry says, Judith, thanks, love. I guess I'll sit quietly in the corner then. No, you can say whatever you want. If you want to talk about Johnny, I'll throw it in here. It's fine. Morning T says, hi, Cherry, just chatting Star Wars. I'm listening in. Jedi Perch says, if Jedi had Beskar armor, they wouldn't have been, yes, they might have been stronger in that sense, but remember, the Jedi could deflect blasters, right? So for the most part, they could deflect blasters. But the problem is with the Beskar armor, you can't move as freely, right? Because the thing's it's armor, it's heavy. It's like a knight, You won't have that freedom to move. Like if the Jedi had to jump across great valleys, they could do that, right? They had that power. But if you had the armor on, that might weigh you down. You're trying to run away, it might weigh you down. You won't be as free with the lightsaber. But then again, here's another thing: if you're not as free with the lightsaber, protecting yourself is fun, because as we can see, the Beskar armor can also protect you from a lightsaber. So this could have been very effective for a Jedi in certain ways, and in other ways, no. But it would be interesting to see if they would have had Beskar armor, how it could have made total difference in the Star Wars universe for any character. Morning T says, hello, shit. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Fuck the sun, that's right. How's everything? Cherry says, Judith, I'm glad you're doing okay, and I'm okay, sweetie. Hey, love, says Cherry. It's funny, I got a bunch of Johnny Depp people in here. So funny. I didn't think I'd have the crew in here. Cherry, bless you. No, don't sit in the corner. Jan says, I have to go, Rob. Have a shed a lot of fun. Yes, having fun. Judith says, Janet Smith, bye, hon. I don't have Star Wars knowledge or links. I don't know what to do. Cherry. She says, bye to Janet. Have a good day. She says, hi, Tanya. Judith says, Cherry, that's okay, hon. You can talk and learn about Star Wars. Bet you know some of the films. Cherry says, I know a little, but I'm willing to learn. MMA King says, I haven't watched Rebels, only the episode with Rex return. MMA King, man, Rebels. Rebels is so good. It's really, really good. I'm not going to ruin it for you. I really suggest you watch it. You should binge it. You won't regret it. Even if you watch an episode a day, Rebels is very, very good. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen all the Rebel episodes either. But I will, but it's hard because I got to YouTube videos. I got to do research. I got to do research for Johnny Depp. I got to do research for Star Wars. I got to make the video. I got to edit the video. And I got everything else on top of it, which is my life. Tomorrow I'm going to be Galaxy's Edge. I'm going to be there all day. So how could I possibly I'm streaming for 4 hours today. Then I got to go eat. Then I got to run to Animal Kingdom and go pick her up and go have dinner. So with all this, it's very, very hard to I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I could be. But I would do a Depp video a day. I do a Star Wars video a day, and then I would maybe I do 2 a day. I don't know, depending on how much news came out on either subject. But you should watch Rebels. You should definitely watch Rebels. Cherry says bye. I'm sorry, I'm skipping ahead. Judith says, Cherry, yes, that's what I like. That's what I like it here. Janice says, bye, love. See you in the next channel. Judith says, okay, Hannah, we'll see you there. And MMA King says, if you're a 70s kid, peak Star Wars fandom. Yeah, I was, like I said, I was born in 72. I saw it when I was my daughter's age. I remember my grandparents, my grandmother, my mother took me to this long. My father was working. This was this long line. I sat in that line. But everybody's raving about the movie, and my mother said, "Let's go see it. You're gonna love it," and blah blah blah. And I was like, "All right, I don't know how you know I'm gonna love it without seeing something." But man, the first 5 minutes when I sat down in that theater, that first scene of Star Wars: New Hope, Episode 4, you see this tiny little ship and this humongous ship, and then you see the droids, and you saw a blast of fire and these white troopers, and I was like, man, my jaw just dropped. I was just like, and then Darth Vader makes his entrance, and I was like, wow, what am I watching here? This is awesome. And that first 5 minutes just hooked me right in. Cherry says, "Oh, I love you, Rob. Sending squishies." I love you too, Cherry. Cherry K. Roberts, but that's thank you, Judith. Thank you. You're awesome too. Don't kid yourself. You're both awesome. And by the way, again, I'll say, Judith, be careful, be safe. You're on those front lines, so be safe. Jennifer says, yes, the fans were even worse to him. Absolutely, they were. She says, so off I'm behind. Shadow Gamer said, what's up? Look at this new icon. It's fresh. I love it. Like the word fresh. We used to use fresh, but that's awesome. Sorry. Fresh was like an 80s, 90s, 80s. Fresh. Was that 80s? I think it was 80s. Sherry says, hey, love, how are you, Shadow Gamer? Is this going to have Mandalorian spoilers? Well, I haven't even got there. We've done some of the Mandalorian. We've talked about some of it. I'm just going with the chat. If you guys... So I might talk about episode 6. You might want to bail. Just letting you know. Shadow says, hello, Cherry. Judith says, hey, they're pretty nasty to him. Yeah, they were. They were. So Fishy says, I'm back. Cherry says, of course, I got you. Shadow Gamer says, what? It's Beskar. What? It's Beskar of course he could. Yeah, I mean, MMA King says there was this YouTube that said Star Wars is one of the most toxic fandoms. Do you agree or disagree? Listen, here's the thing. Star Wars has been around since the 70s, right? How many generations of Star Wars fans do we have? Me? I'm 48. Let's think about that. 40 years of Star Wars. 40 years plus. So you got every generation. So when the next generation comes in and they see the prequels, they're like, man, my prequels are the best. And we're like, no. Wait. Hold. No, the original trilogy is the best. And then it starts the war, right? Because that's how it is. I used to argue with my mother. My mother used to say to me, my music's the best. Elvis and the Beatles and, I don't know, Chubby Checker and the Temptations. She talked about all these groups. And I was like, my music's the best. We got Madonna, Michael Jackson, man. We got, all these bands, Def Leppard, Poison. Your music sucks, of course, because I'm a new generation, right? So the 80s and 90s, Cyndi Lauper, 90s came out, all that stuff, I loved it. Techno came out, rap came out, right? So all that stuff was exciting. I thought my music was the best. And she has some good music, I'm not gonna lie. I love Great Balls of Fire by Jerry Lewis. That was a great song. There's a lot of good songs. I listened to some of those, It's almost amazing. It was 100 years of music. I'm like, wow, man, it's incredible. It's incredible. And then, so every generation, then the sequel trilogy comes out. So what happens now? So that generation says, our sequel trilogy kicks ass. And we're looking at them like, you know what, prequels? This is crap compared to what you had. That was great. Just the dialogue was bad. And we could have done without Jar Jar, but that love scene wasn't too good. But this is horrible. This is killing the lore. This is killing Anakin Skywalker as the chosen one. This is killing everything all our heroes are losers. Like, no, man. We're teaming up with the prequel guys and we're with them now. And now both of our stuff was good and your stuff sucks. And that's what happens. There's another trilogy coming out. What's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? What's going to happen with those people who watch this trilogy and grow up? This is the first Star Wars movie they'll ever see in the theater or streaming or whatever it is. Are they going to fight with all of us? And are all of us going to go against them? So do I think it's toxic? No, I think it has to do with generations and generations of people have a passion, a fire, and a love for something, right? You love a football team. I love a football team. You love whatever. How many people fight over a football team in Europe and in Brazil? I'll give you my wife's people kick each other's. I'm going to lose the stream. I'm going to lose the stream. I'm streaming Star Wars right now. 7 and yeah, I'll leave here 6. All right, fine. Bye. Did I lose you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you could hear me. I'm going to go to the bottom and check. Can you hear me? Just give a 1 if you could hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me, please. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you. Okay. Let me go back up. I'm behind. So Fishy says, what's up, Shadow? What's up, Simply Fish? That's why they have jetpacks, Rob. Yeah, that's true. And making a disagree. Shadow, yes or no? The Sun, page 3. Oh, what does Sun do now? Afraid to know. Yes or no what? Jennifer says, I agree that a lot of Star Wars community is very toxic, but there is also a big group of us that aren't. I agree. I don't think I'm toxic. I think what makes toxic is people don't agree with my opinion. Well, oh, Rob, you love this? I don't. So you're a horrible person, so I can't subscribe to you. Why? You're allowed to have a different opinion. You're a human being. And if you love it, I'd love to have someone here who loves something that I don't love and explain it to me. I'd love to have an Amber Heard fan come on my Johnny Depp stream and talk to me one on one and not curse me out. Just, here's a question, you answer it, and throw something at me, and I'll answer it. And if your information and your stuff is one of mine, maybe you change my mind. Maybe you change my mind. Same thing with Star Wars. I didn't like The Last Jedi. You did. Come on my stream. Come talk to me in front of everybody. Tell me how you feel. I'll ask you a question. You ask me a question. See where it goes. You might not change my mind. You might agree to disagree. But, I don't think I'm a toxic person. I haven't watched Rebels because I'm not a fan of animation. All right. Well, it was very good. That's all I'm going to say. It was very, very good. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about either. Yeah, no, I don't know what he's talking about. When he said, I think Rebels is one I have watched. It's fun. It's fun with Ezra Bridger and them. I don't know that. I'm just skipping around because some comments I don't know what they're talking about. Shadow Game, always say yes. Wait, always say no. I'm confused. Judas says, Cherry Cake, bless you. What is the question? I don't know what the question is, so I'm just skipping some of these. Judas says, I'm laughing right now. People are just confused, bless them. Never mind, Shadow. Cherry K, can you pick yes or no? What are you doing, Stepfish? He's just acting silly in my stream. Lost Now says, strong with the Force. George Lucas says, I agree. Shadow, why can't you just pick yes or no? Stepfish, depends. Yes, I'm going to like it. Yes. Oh my God. What is going on here? All right, I'm just going to skip this since this seems to be a conversation that you guys are having. Okay, I don't know. I'm almost all the way down here. I've been making things. Your mom's taste of music is amazing. Yeah, she liked that. She liked the Elvis, the Chubby Checker, the Temptations, the Beatles. Just the guy that type. That's my mom. The twist. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Stuff like that. Depends how old you both are. Oh, good. Bonnie B says the OG Star Wars. It's everything. I think the OT, you meant the original trilogy. It's everything. I wasn't born until 77 was still my whole childhood. It feels real to me. Yeah, that's it. Me too. Me too. Me too. What happened going from Star Wars to kissing a girlfriend? I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm just trying to skip down to see if you guys are asking anything or you're just going to talk about his girlfriend. I don't know. If you're just talking about his girlfriend, and I'm just gonna go on with the Mandalorian. Dump her. Everybody can hear me. I got a bunch of ones, bruh. Dump her. Oh my god. I can hear your beautiful voice. Thanks. I can't stand my voice. I'm glad you like it because I don't like it. I'm not. I wish it was deeper. I wish I was deeper. Had a deeper voice. I don't know. MMA King says, Rob, every page 3 of the Sun is a lady in a bikini. I guess they try to sell papers, make fake stories, and throw people under a bus. And I don't disrespect my imagination. Yeah, I don't either. Rob, are you getting a Lego Star Wars game? No, probably not. I'm not into Legos. I don't know. There's so many games. I got Spider-Man. I want to get the Miles Morales game. I have to get a when I get paid, when I get some more donations, I want to try to get that external hard drive so I can play Call of Duty. I want to try to get a green screen to make my videos way better. That's my next goal for the channel, to get the green screen, get some lighting. So like if I'm talking about Johnny Depp, I have that in the background. And if I talk about Star Wars, or I could just act silly and do things like with Eric Palpatine and make you guys laugh, That's my goal for the channel for 2021. I want to try to improve the channel a little bit. Judah says, Rob, you're definitely not. You're a good person. Everyone has the right to say how they feel. Thank you. Thank you. Kathleen Kennedy is the one who's tired. I agree. And what pisses me off is that she didn't continue. Why didn't they just take George's stories of 7, 8, 9, have a trilogy and do it? And this is George Lucas, and have George Lucas in on it and say, here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell it, but we're going to let you do 7, 8, 9. And you tell you what, whatever you get from 7, 8, 9 is yours. It's yours, right? If you make $1 billion for each movie, it's yours. That's the deal. It's yours. Or go half and half. We'll go half and half on it. That's what I would have done. Yeah, go half and half. I think that would have been fair. Give George, we said, let's do this. We'll make the 3 movies yours. We'll sell it for half and half. Is that fair? And you can direct it, or if you want, you can pick who you want to direct it, and let George tell a story. Let him finish his story, and maybe say, hey, can we throw in our characters to make the next trilogy? And they could have thrown Rey, they could have thrown Kylo Ren, they could have thrown Finn, they wanted to go that route. Or they could have thrown Luke's kids, have Luke and Han's kids. Kathleen Kennedy really ruined it. They should have went that route. All right, Fishy, what are you going to ask me? I'm waiting for you. Got it. Cherry K, sorry, back to Star Wars. What's your favorite movie? Which movie should I start with? We started with 4, 5, and 6. Now, this is a big debate because people will tell you to start the way you saw it in the movie theater. Go with 4, 5, 6. But if I have all these movies, I'm going to be honest with you, I would go 1, 2, and 3. 1 is not the best, so don't judge it by that. If you're not thrilled with episode 1, it gets better. By the time you see episode 3, that is my favorite of all the Star Wars movies. Every Star Wars movie, episode 3 is the one for me that does it. I loved it. I felt emotional. I felt all these feelings of everything, sadness, and you feel the anger, and you feel love, and I just felt it all. And that's what I wanted to feel with the movie, and I felt it all. And I thought episode 3 was my favorite. To see Yoda fight Palpatine, to see Anakin fight Kenobi, his brother, to see to see how the Jedi were so dominant, so many of them, what happened to them. The Jedi Purge, Order 66, not the Jedi Purge, Order 66. I would start from the beginning. I would go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 4, 5, 6. There's other movies in between, like yes, Rogue One. So I would see Rogue One before I saw 4, 5, 6, because Rogue One fits perfectly with number 4. So I would go 1, 2, 3, Rogue One, probably Solo. I'd probably put Solo and Rogue One there. It'd probably be 1, 2, 3, Solo, Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how I put the 11 movies. Now you got Rebels, which is before episode 4. If you want to watch all the Rebels, you want to watch the Clone Wars, which is between episode 2 and 3. But that's a lot to watch. So I would just stick with the movies right now to start you with Star Wars. It'll be 1, 2, 3, Solo, Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what I would do. That's the orders I would watch it in. That's me. Stop watching your weird anime stuff. Any other questions I have here, or should I just talk more about the Mandalorian? What's your honest opinion of the Squadrons game? I can't. I may have to do videos on the Mandalorian. I didn't even get to talk about it that much. My opinion on the Star Wars game, Squadrons. I liked it, but I don't know. I feel mixed about it. I wasn't as hooked to it as I was hoping I would be. I will play it again. I just felt like the matchmaking was bad. Like it would pit me up against guys who were playing this all day long, and I come in like a low level, and I get blown away, and I couldn't cause any damage. And all they would do is they would take their bomber, if they're the Empire, and just hang out over the ship and shoot this laser beam that would destroy the ship. And I didn't understand it until I was like, how are they killing my ship so fast? I don't understand. I wanted more of a battle like we were getting from the Battlefront 2 game. I wanted more like we got. That was fun. That was fun. And to give me the choice. Do I want a third person or first person view with the cockpit? Um, I'm not as thrilled with it as I could. It's okay. It's not horrible. But, I wouldn't put it up there as one of my favorite. It's okay. I mean, I like the Battlefront 2 version better. It's more fun. It's more fun dogfighting. It's more fun. And when you're limited to 5 versus 5, it's just you're going to spin around in circles until you're just like, oh, whatever, just kill me. I don't care already because I'm too tired to spin around in circles for 5 minutes, It's just, and when you can't communicate with people, because really in the Star Wars where you'd be like, hey, listen, I got a guy on me. I'm just going to go with circles, try to take him out. All right, I'm on you. I see you. Give me a location. The guy would come down and blow the person up who's trying to kill you. Can't do that. You can't do that when you're not playing with friends. So it's hard. If you don't have a group of friends, like when we had a group of friends, when it was Entertainment Crew, me, MMA King, that was fun. And Red Guard, that was fun, man. It was the 5 of us. We could talk to each other. We got our asses handed to us. But you know what? I had a great time. Why? Because I was playing with Entertainment Crew, and I was playing with Jedi Purge. I think it was playing with you. I think it was Red Guard was there. I think MMA King was there. It was fun. I don't know if Red Guard was there. Maybe it wasn't Red Guard, but it was fun. That was when I had fun. Let me keep going down. You rather liked Jar Jar Binks. Okay, hey, listen, that's fine. Like I'm just saying, as a Star Wars fan, that was when I was in the theater. That wasn't what I expected. I saw it twice though. I thought the ending was absolutely off the hook. Off the hook to see a ground battle, to see a space battle, and to see Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon versus Darth Maul. That ending. I loved it. I loved the ending. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. As for the rest of the movie, it was great to see the droids was awesome. I love seeing the CIS, all the droids. That was awesome. Love to see the Jedis when they were younger. Like I didn't know who Qui-Gon Jinn was, and it was great to see other Jedis. And I thought that was really exciting to see like the older ways. I wish we got more of the history. I wish they would go back, like really back to when it first started, the Sith and the Jedi. They weren't called Jedi. They were called Jedi. And I don't know why, but that's what they were called. Then they became the Jedi. I would love to see all that and the Sith fight amongst each other. And I'd love to see all that stuff. And if they went into that, man, they make billions. They would make billions. I don't know. I wish they'd listen. I'm a little fish, but I think it'd be great. Let's see what else we got. What's the plot hole you found there, MMA King? Judith says, I loved 1, 2, 3, 4 films. 4 out of 11. Which ones are those, Judith? You can let us know. Curious. Well, I know I'm not the only one that wishes certain characters come to life. Yeah, you're not. You're not. Great goals, brother. Prayers to your success. Thank you, Mr. Van Johnson. How are you? Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. My thing is skipped. Sherry says, I love Yoda. He's so cute. I think you mean Baby Yoda. Don't we all love Yoda? Not everybody. There are some haters out here who continue to hate But they're successful YouTubers. So what do? Their channel is full of hate. Their channel is full of going off on the woke. That's what they do, and they get views and they get clicks, and they go off on that stuff. I love Baby Yoda. You know, that's just me. I'm just not an argumentative, spitting venom, come to YouTube spitting venom kind of guy. People love that. They love that drama. I'm not that kind of guy. I just want to tell what's going on. More of an informational person. I'd probably have more if I had more venom in me, if I had more anger in me. I'd have a lot more views if I spitting venom and saying everything wrong with everything in the world here. But that's not me. It's not who I am. No, let's see. Shadow Games says, of course, he's cute because he's small. Yeah, of course. Well, baby's cute. I would think so. I think I know what my weekend is going to be like. I hope it's going to be a good weekend. And Green and Big Ears. Jedi Purchase 1, 2, Clone Wars 3, Rogue One, Solo 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think that's. You could do the. I don't know if you. Yeah, the Clone Wars had a movie. It's okay. I showed it here. I showed the whole movie in 5-minute snippets. So if you want to watch that, you can watch the whole Clone Wars cartoon here. I actually have the whole thing. I don't get paid for it. It's not monetized. So, but I don't care if you want to watch the whole thing. I did it because I just thought you guys want to see it. Talk more about Mando. I don't want to ruin it, bro. I don't want to ruin it for you. I don't have a favorite. I love them all. Wow, that's unusual. I can't say I love them all, but that's good for you. That's good for you. How long is all of that going to take me to get through? Oh my God. Well, man, if you just watch the 11 movies, I would say one whole day. I mean, on average, let's say a movie is 2 hours on average. Some might be longer, some might be less. So you got to figure 11 times 2 is 22. If you watch the movie a night, maybe you watch the movie a weekend, or you watch 2 movies a week, one during the middle of the week, one towards the end. You can get through it. Just do a little bit at a time. You don't have to suck it all in. Can't wait for the Obi-Wan spinoff. Listen, if you have any questions about Mando, you want to talk about it, throw it up here. That's fine. Yeah, I wouldn't. If you want to watch the Clone Wars, you could just watch the movie. There's a movie called The Clone Wars, and there's a season. But the season is 7 seasons, and it's cartoons. I would save the Clone Wars and the Rebels for the last because it's so long. There's 4 seasons of Rebels. There's 7 seasons of the Clone Wars, or 8 seasons, 7 seasons of the Clone Wars. So I would save that for the very last thing. It's a lot of hours, maybe a few weekends. Yeah, definitely. Death Walker Kennedy and her Force and Female Liberation Crew of Georgia Abrams and Ruin Johnson, the man who doesn't know Star Wars destroys Star Wars. They didn't destroy it yet. I feel, again, some fans feel it's back with The Mandalorian. I feel it has a pulse. I feel it's like this is like Frankenstein. They are just trying to create the life again of Star Wars. They still have fans. They're like me. They're still fans of it. We watched The Mandalorian and subscribed. There's 73 million of us who subscribe to Disney Plus. So I wouldn't say it's dead. It's breathing again. It's coming back to life. It's about to be the Frankenstein. So I just believe, hang in there. And even though Kathleen Kennedy is out, hopefully she doesn't resign. Hopefully she doesn't come do anything because we have a new CEO who's going to be Bob Chapek. If Kennedy gets out of here and leaves and retires, now that they have their CEO, now that fear of mine is gone, I think it could turn around. I think that 2021 is the year that everything can turn around. This COVID virus will have a vaccine. Star Wars can turn around. We're going to get a new series. We'll get Obi-Wan's coming out. I don't know if 2022 or 2021, but it's coming out. It's a 4-part series. It's 1 month. So I think that if we hang tight, if they keep streaming, they keep going the way of the stream, they're doing well with that. I think that we could turn it around here. there's always going to be haters. There's always someone who's going to hate no matter what you do. But I think, even though the sequel trilogy was garbage, and thank God that they didn't make this Lego Star Wars show canon. The one part I hate about that Lego Star Wars, by the way, and I didn't do a review of it, was that I didn't like them dropping Rey in Luke's X-wing. I know it's Lego, and I know they poke fun at things and whatever, but I was afraid that she was going to hit a button by accident and blow up the Death Star, and I was going to be like, oh my God, no. Oh my God, don't change the lore. Don't change the lore. That's what they do wrong. That's the one thing they do wrong. You could tweak the lore to make it fit what you want to do, but don't change the whole friggin' thing. Don't do that. Yes, we had a blast when we played, but the voice chat wasn't. Yeah, sure, we had a problem with the voice. I'm going to sick because my back is hurting because I'm an old man. Rob, your track. I carried the team. No, you do really well in Squadrons. I have to admit that. Wow, did I fall behind here? No, I didn't. I didn't fall that far behind. I just lost my comments. I want more Dooku in the films. They made a Dooku book, by the way. I think it's called Fallen Jedi. They did make a Count Dooku book, which is awesome. I didn't read it. I don't really read too many Star Wars books. I just hope that they I'd love to see Dooku. It's true. I don't know who they get to play because the great Christopher Lee has passed. And then we just lost David Prowse last week. We lost Peter Mayhew, Kenny Baker, Carrie Fisher. We lost a bit. There's other, we lost the guy who plays Wilson Tekka. We lost Alan Harris, who played Bosk. Sucks. Who hates Baby Yoda? I just want to talk. I don't. That's for sure. I don't know if anybody in here. I love Baby Yoda. No, by the way, I have a bunch of Baby Yodas I bought. So not the stuffed animal. I bought like figurines. I don't know what they call them. Like I guess Funko Pop. They're very small. I don't know what they're called. But I bought them because he was so cute. I couldn't help it. Oh, John Matrix is back. He just got home. If you haven't checked out John, check out John. He's a great guy. And thanks for the super chat, John. I really appreciate it. John is awesome. If you haven't checked out his channel, at least subscribe to him. He's a good guy. I can't help it, Rob. No spoilers for what? She doesn't want no spoilers. It's funny. I was supposed to talk about the Mandalorian, but I never really talked about it. John says hello back to everybody. Good guy, good channel if you haven't checked them out. I'm trying to find if you guys. Oh, hi, Jane Davis. How are you? How's everything? I guess I make the chat yours when I go live. I picked it because I had purple lightning in the moon. That's really cool. I do like that. I think that. And purple lightning kind of reminds me of a Star Wars character. You might know him as Palpatine. Shoots the lightning from his hands. Kind of reminds me of that. So it's pretty cool, though. Rogue One is the only Disney movie related to Star Wars that I actually liked from those clowns at Lucasfilm. Did you, Van Johnson, did you like Solo, a Star Wars story? Let me know if you like that. I'm losing my voice. How am I going to carry the Johnny Depp one? I don't know how I'm going to do this. Oh, it's the moon. It looks like Palpatine's face because he has a great face. No, it's the moon. I'll show it again. If you look carefully at it, you'll see it's the moon. It kind of does look like Palpatine's face if you look quickly. Yeah, that's what I would think. Judah says hi to Jane Davis. Shadow hates me. I don't know why. And he's joking. No, I don't, he said. No, I don't. Well, you guys will keep going. Rob, have a rest land and stop the stream. No, I will not stop the stream because you guys are here and it's awesome and I'm having a great time. I'll just have to do a Mando 5 and 6 review. That's what I'll do. And it'll be spoilers. Jane. Oh, I said Jane. Jane. I'm sorry. I butchered your name. I'm sorry. I'll drink some water. Gotta run ASW. DM me a list of channels you want me to chill. No, I don't want you to shill any. I don't want to bring. I don't like doing that. I don't like sending people to somebody else's channel to bring hate. I feel that if you're just gonna if you're gonna hate, just don't watch their channel. Yeah, I just don't. It's not that I don't like the person. I do like the person a lot. I think the person is fantastic. I just feel that their whole channel, what the channel's about, is driving views, driving clicks to spew hate. And if it works for them, I'm happy. I like them. I think they're a great person. I don't want to send anybody to any other channel to spew any venom. That's not how I roll here. I appreciate it. But if I do have a problem, like it gets to the point that I can't handle it, that would probably be the only time. But what I usually do is there's people I just don't follow anymore. I just don't subscribe to anymore. And that's it. And people here probably won't subscribe to them at all because they're a different type of channel. And, you know, I just don't respect them. And it's funny. I just realized I went out with my mask before. I wasn't supposed to be on campus without my mask. I forgot about my mask. That's probably why people were looking at me. Still wrong. Janie. Oh, Janie. Like knee. Janie. Sorry. Oh, friends, I want to avatar. I will. Listen, I have. If you wanted me to check out, you want to check out anybody, I did what's called a questions for creators. There's like 26 people there who I strongly suggest you guys could subscribe to. I also done shout out Mondays. I might have a playlist on that, but I would strongly suggest the questions for creators. Those are people who took time out to answer questions. And they are all channels I highly recommend. So if you want to check that out, you can just check my playlist. Yeah. Solo kind of lost me as they made him not much of a heroic figure. It was only passable to me. Okay, I loved it. I really love Solo. There was things I would have edited out, like the shower scene was unnecessary. I didn't like the beginning gangster. I thought a worm in the water was kind of stupid. I would have made it something else. Um, yeah, I don't know what they got this worms being gangster stuff. I never even like Jabba as the gangster, but whatever. A slug. I don't know. Ben V says Mandalorian Clone Wars have been way better than the ST story. Agreed. Vision and pacing. The ST had great acting, music, and visuals, but a train wreck with check marks over characters and no plan. That is the perfect way to sum it up. Ben, my voice sounds croaky, says Jude. Well, it's going to sound more croaky in a half hour because I'm going to be doing a Johnny Depp stream. And it's going to really sound croaky when you guys just chatting away with me. But I'm going to hang out here. Ugh. And I'm going to go something to eat. And then I'm going to, yeah. So I'm just going to lay down. No. What else says? I'll be cautious, says Jeannie. Sorry. You said campus, so you're a student. Oh, no. I said campus. I'm in the Pop Century here in Florida. But if I go outside, the Wi-Fi loses people, so I can't go outside too far outside the area. So, but I'm at Pop Century. I show people what it's like to be here. It's pretty cool. I can't complain about it. I'm not a student, trust me. Too old. Too old to be a student. I agree, but have insurance. But Australia has universal health care, so I don't have to worry about the cost. That's nice. Shoot. That is nice. I want to see if you guys said anything else. Anything else? Any other comments? She says you got to run. Oh yeah, I've read that before. Ben says it's a long shot, but I'd love to see Luke in the Mando. Yeah, Yeah, I think it would be great to see Luke and the Mando. Rob, we gonna do a fan film? Ah, man, I don't have the money. I would need like, I mean, to do a fan film, you would really need like so many subscribers, man. I would have to have like, and I'm not gonna have that. I'm not gonna have that. If I did, I would. If I had a ton of subscribers, I think I would invest. You know, I would invest. I think I would invest. I would try to create a fan film or something like that. That's what I do. Hope you're right, brother. But they're still trying to eliminate original canon before Death Walker Kennedy leaves Lego. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I don't think I think getting rid of original canon is the worst thing you can do in the Star Wars community. I hate it. I don't like it. I think should leave it the way it is and move forward. If you want to go back in time to make characters and whatever, and you want to tweak it, that's fine. Tweaking is fine. You want to change a little bit here that won't kill us, I'm down with that. But when you want to just try to dismantle everything, I'm not down with that. I don't like changing what has happened. What's happened, we can't go in the past and change it. So leave it alone. Just leave it. It's what the past is what made the present, is what makes the future. So you can't change the past, but you can change your present. So I wouldn't want to play with what's out there because you already have a core base of fans, and just continue the story from then and work around it. That's what I would do. Don't rush it. You know, that's what I would do. Um. Oh my God, you headbutted a wall yesterday. Where the hell did you headbutt a wall? Rob, I'm on that grind for 100 subs for the end of the year. You get there if you grind. You get there if you put videos. Look at Entertainment Crew. They're putting out videos. They're getting 100 of view. That's excellent. To get 100 of view at 150 subscribers, that's fantastic. So just keep the grind, my friend. You can do it. You just gotta keep at it. Um, why did you headbutt a wall? What the hell? Oh my God. Yeah, I know we kind of went off on a tangent, even though it's my stream, but I don't care because you guys are important. If you guys are not here, I'm talking, and then I would just talk about the man. Like, I'll be honest, I only expected 2, 3 people, so that's why I was going to talk so much about 4 and 5 and 6. But now I'll just do a video. I've already done 5. I'll just have to edit it tonight, and I'll work on 6, and it's fine. No big deal. Oh my God, I don't know how the hell you did that. Ouch! Headbutted a wall accidentally. Ow. Morning T says, right, I have to get on with some stuff. I may check in late. Okay, cool. Morning T, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. What else we got? I could, but it would take a lot of money, and I'm very small, so I don't know. I think FundMe pages should be for something more of emergencies. Well, if you're a college student and you need a little money, or someone wants to help with the rent because you're going through a bad time, or you're in a hospital. I mean, I don't know if I should do it for just leisure purposes. I don't know how I feel about that. Making a FundMe page for leisure purposes. I don't know. I don't know how I feel, and I don't know how much I would get, to be honest with you. I'm so small. Morning T says, lovely to see you. All delighted I was able to join the stream. I want to show Rob my support. Well, thank you. You did. Just you being here is fantastic, Morning T. Benvi says, have you seen Star Wars fan films Kenobi? Yes, I have. I seen Kenobi. I haven't seen any other. But here's my question: if the stormtroopers knew Kenobi was there, don't you think Vader would find out and send Kenobi after him? So it would kind of mess up the OT if they found out the stormtroopers were there and found Kenobi. it would mess up everything. So I don't think that would be wise. I'm just saying. Oh my God. I hurt my ear, I got vertigo, so I spun out and hit a wall. Oh my God. Janie, I hope you're okay. My God. Oh my God. Wow. Shoot. Ben says a couple things. Let me catch up to Ben. Oh, I did that one. Let me catch up the other one. Ben's a great guy. He's always supported me from day one. Ben says, I really hope Mace Windu doesn't come back. I love him, but let's some characters stay dead. Well, I mean, Star Wars Theory is going to do a Mace Windu, and everybody wants it. So, I mean, I think based on the popularity, why wouldn't you want to bring him back? Even if it's for a streaming service, even if they kill him off. I think that could be a great way to go because obviously Star Wars Theory is going with it, and lots of people want to see that. I mean, lots of people. No one has a problem with it. So I think that Mace could be a great way to go. I'm just saying. They destroyed the canon on Doctor, who Rob's so sad I stopped watching it a year ago. See, that's what happens. That's what happens when you destroy original stuff. You know, that's just what happens. Anybody else want to say anything? I'm fine that you're here. I'm glad, Janie. I'm glad because I got another stream to do in a little bit. Van says, I like this guy, Van. Says I am your same feeling of Star Wars, but Death Walker hired creators like Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant Leslie Headland for the Forces film. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. You're right. They listen. I'm just hoping for the best. Kenny's contract ends. So the Mandalorian has been excellent. Episode 5 and 6 was fantastic with Ahsoka Tano, and 6 with Boba Fett and Slave One was fantastic. And I just love the way it's going. I think this season is incredible. They tinker with the lore a little, but it's not enough for me overall to ruin it for me. Maybe it is for other people, but I love it. I just hope they continue to go this way. They're doing great. That's as far as like Favreau and Filoni to me can save this whole thing. I'm just saying. You need to go, but I might come back for the next year. Okay, MMA King. ESW, the only member of the original trio who asked to die in the movie, but he's the last man standing. Yeah. Well, no, that's not true because Mark Hamill's still alive. And so you got Mark and you got Harrison Ford. They're both still alive, thank God. You know. And by the way, I don't know if you know, Harrison Ford had a private plane a couple of years ago, and he almost crashed it. He could have killed himself. Genius. What's wrong with him? He flew the plane, almost killed himself. ESW, I was meaning that the official Star Wars canon. Star Wars Theory gets Star Wars way more than plenty of Lucasfilm. I love Star Wars. Me too. Yeah, if you want to check out a guy, he's got like a million. He's probably the biggest Star Wars YouTuber around. That's Star Wars Theory. Fantastic person. He probably doesn't know me too much. You could let him know I sent you, but he probably doesn't know me too much. He did email me once, which is awesome. He's a really good guy. I like Star Wars Theory. If you ever want to check him out, you know. Janie says, ESW, at least they stood by the case. That's true. That's true. Are you dead? No, you're not dead. I said you're dead. You're not dead. Well, you're dead. You're 13 years old, man. How are you dead? What's wrong with you? How'd I get into Star Wars? Oh, you must have missed it, Ben. When my family took me to see the original in '77, I was a young kid, like 5, I think I was, maybe 4, 5 years old. We waited online to see it at the theater in Brooklyn, New York, and man, that first scene of New Hope just hooked me right in, man. The first 5 minutes, hearing the score of John Williams, seeing the big ship chase the little one, the Tantum 5, I think it's called. And the stormtroopers, the rebels, the Vader, the CPO, and R2, just incredible. The first 10 minutes of New Hope hooked me right in. Hooked me right in. Istanbul, I thought Luke died too. No. Luke did die. They all died. They all dead. All three characters are dead in the movie. I thought you meant in real life. No, in the movie, Janie, they're all dead. Han dies in the first one. Luke dies in the second one, and Luke dies in the third. Leia dies in the third one. So yeah, they're all three pass on. So, well, have fun at your girlfriend's house there, said Fishy. Have fun. Good. I hope you have a good time. No, you're not dead. You're not dead. Oh, stop it, silly. He's so silly, man. Van Johnson says, I love Star Wars Theory. I'm going to subscribe. Yeah, I highly recommend him too. Okay, guys, I got 15 minutes. I was supposed to talk about the Mando, and I really didn't talk too much because you know what? I let you guys control the stream, and I don't care because you guys are more important to me than anything else. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a video on episode 5 and 6, and I'll put it out there. All I can say is non-spoiler if you didn't see it. Fantastic. If you know nothing about Star Wars, watch The Mandalorian. It is fantastic. Yes, there's some things about the lore changes, but you know what? I can live with it. It's not major change. Major change to me is when you kill the chosen one and make Rey the chosen one. I hate that. I can't stand that. You leave that alone. Hate that. But anyway, I've got 10 minutes to get ready for the Johnny Depp Amber Heard stream. If you want to see me again, I will be here live in Orlando, Florida. I'm going to show them the outside and bring my mask, which I did not bring. My bad. So I'm going to show them the room. We're going to talk Johnny Depp. I'm probably going to be behind the chat. I probably won't have a voice after 4 hours of streaming, and then I'm going to go get something to eat, and then I got to go Animal Kingdom, meet my wifey, go have dinner, date night tonight, and then we got Galaxy's Edge, which I'm hoping to be live from Galaxy's Edge. So let me go. All of you, thank you so much for being here. From Judith to Simp Fishy to TG Game, Shadow Gamer, Simp Fishy, and Judith, and who else is there? Janie, and thank you so much. Jason says, yes, they'll be okay. I haven't seen the last movie of the trilogy because I wanted to watch it in the cinema. No, go watch it. I didn't think it was as bad as The Last Jedi. The first 10 minutes of A New Hope are masterful. Gets you right into the action, explains things well by showing versus telling. Plus, you have no idea what will happen. Yes, I agree. All right, bye, everyone. I have to get out of here. I've got to get ready for my Johnny Depp stream and charge my phone a little. And I will see you for those who want to come to Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard stream. Got a lot to talk about. And I'll do a Mando 5 and 6 review. I didn't get to do it here. I was hoping to, but you know what? I'll just do a video. You guys be well. And all those who want to see me in the next 10 minutes, I'll see you in 10 minutes. Be well. Have a good day, everyone. Wonder if the Mando will end season 2 on a cliffhanger. Of course it's going to. Ben, it's going to have season 3 and season 4. So yes, it's going to. It's going to. All right, take care, everyone. Thank you for coming. I had a great time hanging out with you. We didn't exactly get into what I wanted to, but it's all right. I'll do a video on it. Take care. See you in 10 minutes.